There's a quiet moment in the day when you sit in your favourite chair, look down at your legs, and wonder, when did they stop feeling strong? When did walking just one block feel like climbing a hill? Maybe you've told yourself it's just age, or maybe you've accepted those creaky knees, the loss of balance, the shortness of breath. But deep inside, there's a little voice asking, can I get some of it back? Let's begin there because that voice deserves to be heard. And yes, the answer is you can. Even if walking long distances no longer feels safe or easy, there are 5 simple exercises you can do instead right from home that help keep your legs stronger, your blood flowing, and your confidence walking back into the room. So take a deep breath. This is not about running marathons. This is about dignity, independence, and movement your way. Hi, I'm here to walk this path with you. I've worked with seniors across the country, from a retired librarian in Kentucky to a war veteran in Arizona to a grandma of 12 in Oregon. Each of them found small ways to move again, feel steadier, and enjoy their days without fear of falling or feeling stuck. You can too. And stay with me till the end, because I'll be sharing one special daily habit that's helped hundreds of seniors rediscover balance, even if they haven't walked a full mile in years. Let's begin with a little story. George is 74. He used to walk every morning with his dog, Rufus. But after a mild stroke last year, he became afraid. He stayed in more, sat more, lost more muscle than he realised. When I first visited him, he said, I miss moving, but I'm scared I'll fall. That's when I told him, you don't have to start with walking. You start with waking up your legs gently, safely, daily. Within a few weeks, he noticed his legs felt lighter. Within a month, he was back to walking halfway down his block. Rufus was thrilled. So was George. So what's happening in the body when we stop walking? When we walk less, especially after 60, our leg muscles begin to shrink. This is called sarcopenia. Blood flow slows, joints stiffen, and the nervous system forgets how to fire certain muscles. Even your brain feels the effects. Less walking means less oxygen, less stimulation, less joy. But here's the beauty, your body is always listening. When you give it gentle signals like small, intentional movements, it begins to wake up. Muscles activate, circulation improves, confidence returns. Now, let's talk about 5 simple exercises you can do instead of long walks. You don't need a gym, you don't need equipment, just your body, a safe chair, and a willingness to try. Exercise 1. The seated march. Sit at the edge of a firm chair, hold the sides gently, slowly lift one knee up like you're marching in place, then the other, alternate. Go at your own pace. This wakes up your hip flexors, strengthens your thighs, and gets the blood flowing. Start with 1 minute. That's it. You'll be surprised how even 60 seconds of movement can change the way your legs feel. Exercise 2. Heel to toe. Rock. Still seated. Place both feet flat. Now, lift your heels while keeping toes down. Then lift toes while keeping heels down. This tiny motion pumps blood through your calves, the second heart of your body. It helps prevent blood pooling, swelling, and those dreaded night cramps. Exercise 3. Standing counter push. Stand facing your kitchen counter. Place both hands gently. Step back slightly and do a standing push-up. Elbows bend. Chest moves toward the counter. Yes, this is for your upper body, but it also strengthens your core and balance, helping prevent falls. Exercise 4. Sit to stand. This one is magic. Sit in your chair, feet flat. Try standing up without using your hands, then sit down slowly. Repeat 5 times. This builds powerful leg strength and is a real-world movement you use every single day. Exercise 5. Wall calf raises. Stand near a wall for support. Slowly rise onto your toes, then lower. Repeat 10 times. Your calves are vital for walking, climbing stairs, and keeping steady. This keeps them strong, even if you're not walking far. All 5 exercises can be done in less than 10 minutes. You don't need to change clothes. You don't need to leave the house. What you're doing is telling your body, I'm still here. I still want to move. I still want to live fully. Let me share one more story, Sandra. Age 82. She hadn't walked more than 50 feet in months. After 3 weeks of these movements, she called me and whispered, I stood up without pain today, and I walked to my mailbox alone. It's the small wins that matter most. So what can you do today? Pick one of these exercises, just one, do it for 60 seconds, put it next to your morning tea or your favourite radio programme. Let it be part of your ritual. Don't think of it as exercise. Think of it as reclaiming energy, confidence, a sense of I still can, because you can. And remember, if you found any part of this helpful so far, leave a comment below and tell me which exercise will you try first, or share your own story. If this video speaks to you, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. I read every reply and I care. In the next part of the video, I'll reveal a surprising combination of 2 household habits that work like a morning reset for your legs, especially if you haven't exercised in years. But for now, if your legs could speak, what would they say? Would they say, thank you? Now, let me share with you something a little surprising. It's not an exercise. It's not a vitamin. It's a combination, a small daily ritual that works like a reset button for your legs, especially in the morning. What is it? Warm water plus foot stimulation. That's it. Here's how it works. Every morning, before you eat or stretch, soak your feet in a basin of warm water for 5 to 7 minutes. While they're soaking, gently roll the soles of your feet over a small textured ball or even a folded towel. Why does this matter? Because the soles of your feet are full of nerve endings. When you stimulate them with warmth and touch, it activates your entire leg muscle chain, it improves circulation, it sends signals to your brain, wake up, we're moving today. And when paired with those 5 exercises we just did, it amplifies the effect. Let me tell you about Walter. 79. He lives alone in Vermont and used to fear mornings. I'd wake up stiff and wobbly. He said, the first few steps felt dangerous, but after 2 weeks of warm water soaks, simple foot rolls, he told me I get out of bed and my legs actually want to walk. It's the smallest acts of kindness we offer ourselves that bring the biggest shifts. So now you have a choice. You can say, this is enough, I've heard enough, or you can say, this is my beginning, because it doesn't matter how long you've sat still. What matters is the next 10 minutes, the next breath, the next step. Now, I want to invite you to make this real. Here's your gentle challenge for the next 3 days. Day 1. Do 1 seated march, just 1 minute. Day 2. Add in the heel to toe rocks, 1 more minute. Day 3. Add in the sit to stand. Just try 1 rep, then 2. That's it. That's the start. You are not exercising, you are activating your future. You are honouring the body that's carried you through 60, 70, even 80 years of life. And yes, you deserve to keep walking, not because you should, but because you can. Remember Dorothy, she's 88 lives in a small apartment in Texas, used a walker for everything, but she did these exercises slowly, gently, for 10 days. Then one afternoon, she called her daughter and said, I made it from the living room to the porch, alone. Tears were shed and something shifted. So many of us grew up believing that slowing down is the same as giving up. But it's not. It's wisdom. And with that wisdom, you can choose to move slowly, purposefully, beautifully. I want to leave you with something I say to every one of my senior patients. Movement is not about youth. Movement is about permission. When you give your body permission to move, it gives you freedom back. And freedom isn't found in miles. Freedom is found in minutes, in one moment of standing tall, lifting your knee, feeling the ground beneath your feet, and remembering that this life still belongs to you. So here's what I'd love for you to do next. Comment below and let me know. Have you tried any of these exercises before? What has worked for your body? What hasn't? If this video inspired you, leave a 1 in the comments. If not, no problem, leave a 0. I read every one, and they guide what I create next. If you found this gentle reminder helpful, please consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing it with someone you love, a neighbour, a spouse, a parent. You never know who needs it. And if you're ready to keep going, I've made another video just for you, 5 daily habits that keep seniors mobile and mentally sharp after 70. Click it now and let's keep moving together, because it's never too late to take the next step. Even if that step is small, even if it's shaky, even if it's just one today, it still counts.